Hello, you are live 0.04. Hello, JoeHart here. I'm pretty excited about today. Certainly for the first couple of streams today, because Formula One, as I constantly say, is my top priority. I'm going through a nasty divorce, but I keep going back to my ex-wife of NASCAR. So it's a nasty divorce. So it's not my fave, and I'm not happy with them, and I'm very upset with them, and things like that, and stuff. But anyway, I had some challenges yesterday, and I tried to remedy them. And, I need to apologize to several people. I now know there are certain TV services that I will never get. I haven't gotten them yet, and most people have. There's this particular one that most people have, and it's relatively inexpensive, and everybody has it and stuff. But I will now never get it because they were not. Anyway, but I do want to apologize, and then also I guess I wanted to apologize about the subject matter of some of the stuff of yesterday's stream, which it's yes. Anyway, I thought the subject matter. Anyway, what do we got? 6:20. So as you can see, this is FreePractice3. I'm pretty excited. It appears, there's last year results for Formula One, and there's an off season, and they try to improve their cars and correct what was wrong the previous years. And then they have pre-test, which is 3 days of 8.5 hours each. That's half the time it used to be. Testing used to be pretty long and comprehensive. And sorry, I'm gonna. So they can show up to the first race not really knowing much. And I've been looking at some of these videos of that people are ranking the 10 Formula One teams. And there was this one video that they had 16 media people, or generally media people, that know a lot about Formula One. 16 of them as an entity. And they would rank, each individual would rank who they thought was top. And, they'd rank the 10 teams individually. And then they added those up and made it an average of stuff. Or not average. They would just add it up total. And out of the 16 people, one picked Red Bull as the top. And I'm disabled. I need to print things up. I don't remember if I don't print them up. Everything's Frankenstein. It's challenging for me to do stuff. And so I don't have it printed up. But I would guess at least 10, 11, 12 of those 16 picked Mercedes as top. Now, I think they're partially living, to give them a disclaimer, they're probably partially living in the past of, Mercedes used to be ultra dominant and no one could touch them for 5 years. And there were some major changes with the car last year. And then that ended up not being true. Mercedes fell from grace, or, they were, I think they're second or third with Ferrari, but they dropped quite a bit. Anyway, I'm thinking there's no way in heck that Mercedes can be number one. But we'll see. And they're scheduled. I'll believe that 23 races happen in Formula One after the 23rd races because of COVID, and it's worldwide, and it's 20 countries for 23 races. USA has 3 races. Italy has 2 races, and other than that, right? Yeah. So other than that, all the other countries have 1 race. So it's there's a lot going on. You can't just say, we scheduled 23, so we're going to do 23. Anyway, all 23 tracks are different. So all teams have their favorite tracks and the tracks they excel at, and then they have their least favorite tracks and the tracks they don't excel at. That just naturally happens. Ara, how are you? Thank you for being here yesterday. I had some challenges. I'm learning the hard way of what not to share. And anyway, I'm awaiting final word from Big Brother on what's going to happen. But yeah, thank you for helping me, say what was being heard and what was. I guess audio is far more important than video. Not that we can show any video we want, but if you had to weigh audio and video, don't have the audio. That seems to be the far stronger. So Ara, hi Joe. Thank you, Ara. It's good to see you. And be you, and that's all. Yeah. But I won't say my quotes today that I've said every other previous stream, but there are things about my personality, which I describe it specifically in my streams, that isn't really conducive to guidelines and rules, and so who knows? I'm concerned. I think I will get those dreaded things, which I'm not going to mention. Like I said, me. And it's true with a lot of them, but then I get in front of people. I've been live streaming the live streaming is no problem to me. I've been doing that forever. It's no big deal. I can talk to myself. I can do that stuff forever. It's the other stuff. StreamYards, I'm very confused. I know 10% of StreamYards, but I'm doing hundreds of hours of stuff on StreamYards. I wish I could take a master class and learn, anyway. I know StreamYard, and I always put an S on it. Sorry about that, StreamYard. So I know StreamYard and YouTube are 2 separate entities. They are very similar and they overlap and they are in bed with each other, but they are separate. And I haven't figured out the difference. So especially YouTube. So I would say YouTube, I know 5% or 10% of their stuff, and they're the big brother that I'm waiting to hear back from. But anyway, as always, today included, I am, I'm streaming on StreamYard, and depending on if you do the free or the basic or the professional, you can send it to different. They call them platforms. They call them destinations. I call them platforms. And so if you do the professional, which temporarily I'm doing just to see if it will help whatever I'm trying to do online, you can do up to 8 streams at a time. You can stream. I'm streaming once at StreamYard, but then it can go to up to 8 different platforms or destinations. And I have 6. So I've been doing 6 since day one. And, it's been pretty fascinating, and I'm trying to learn some things. And not all the platforms can respond. My biggest platform, by the way, let's see here. It's 628. FreePractice3 starts in 2 minutes. I'm not going to show anything, of course, but let me go off screen. Let me get it up and running. Let me see, live timing. And I have it on my, I never know the proper words. I don't like to call what I have a television. Yeah, I don't like to call what I have a television, but it's, it's a computer monitor, and, I don't have typical cable TV. I have YouTube TV, and I've had that for a couple years. And before that, I had the Sling. And so I guess that means I cut the cable. I don't know. So anyway, I have an earbud. So it's showing up here on my TV and I'm listening to it. I get easily distracted, so I usually have to pull that off. But I like to hear when they start, like, ooh, so I probably will tweet during it. I just, I probably will. Because most of my streams are kind of intimate and stuff, and so anyway, I'm gonna probably have a couple people come. And by the way, Ara, I'm not sure if you're still there, Ara, but I have a Discord. You are welcome to my Discord. It's small, it's intimate, it's mostly about invisible disabilities. It's there's some politics because Formula One is in 20 countries, and mostly motorsports, a lot of crime sleuthing. It's like my mind. It's all over the place. So anyway, it's small, it's intimate. Some of the people that come here to view are the primary people in it. But anyway, I'm pretty new to, again, it's like anything else. I jump into something. I don't usually do this. I've only done this since Idaho 4. But since Idaho 4, I'm jumping into things and start using them without really even know what it is. But I got into Discord immediately, through Brittany. And and I'm sorry, Agenda Free TV was the first Discord I was in, which I highly recommend him for anybody. And Steve is great. I highly recommend him for anybody and everybody. He's quirky. He's idiosyncratic. I'm quirky. I'm idiosyncratic, but he's great. He's very efficient. Anyway, so then I started my own Discord, and then I started inviting people. So anyway, 6:31, I guess it has started. I usually like to, soft tires. Norris is on soft tires. Let me see here. So let's go to the banners, take them off. Let's go to present, share screen. Share screen. I'm not showing anything. I'm just showing live timing. So right now, I'll be on screen for you, and I'll be on screen for me. So I can't really read all that stuff. But now it's 6:32, and it appears that most of the cars have not moved yet. So there might be a delay. They are almost never having delay, but it appears to be a delay. Let me yeah, it appears it's not going, and they are always on time. So something's up, probably. I'm going to try to find it. Oh no, I'm sorry. I do hear cars.
You were target -1.
Never mind. Let me look at the time. 57:36. So I'm going to go off screen so I can read this stuff. So Norris will probably be the
No other cars on track.
Okay, let me see here. So Saturday, 6:33 a.m. FP3 first. So it appears that Norris will be the first. He's on soft tires. He's had 2 laps, although he hasn't registered a lap. I'm not sure why there's not a time if he's done 2 laps. I think they can choose. They say, I'm going around the lap, but don't put it on the time. I think they can say that. I'm not sure. I mean, it is a practice. It seems like they would. Hulkenberg appears to be number 2. Norris has now done segment 1 and 2. He only has segment 3 to go before he will post a time, I believe. He has S3. There it is, 134. Let me come back on screen. So, hello. Feel free to let me know what platform you're watching me from. I'm streaming to 6 of them currently, and I just wanted to shout them out. Facebook profile, thank you for watching, and thanks for the comments. Facebook page, I appreciate you too. Same thing, thanks for watching in the comments. LinkedIn profile, love when I get responses from y'all. YouTube, no descriptor, just YouTube by itself. They're the main StreamYard platform, but it's just one of 6 for me. Twitch, I know nothing about, but I stream there a lot, only through StreamYard. And then Twitter, Twitter is working today, but it's not my main account. And so it's anyway. Lando. So Lando Norris is the first one to I don't like him. I don't know why they have him on stuff.
Okay, no traffic, brakes are good. Just remember mode push,
I'm sorry, I'm opinionated about a lot of things. I hope that doesn't turn people off. We all can have opinions. Hulkenberg is on medium. Magnussen's on medium. They're both a Haas. I'm pretty excited about. I guess there's a lot of talk about Aston Martin, which abbreviation is AM. So a lot of the stuff I was reading about last night and today, I thought they were talking about Alec Murdoch, but it's Aston Martin. I was like, what are they talking about Alec over here for? But sorry. But anyway, this is Free Practice 3. But for Free Practice 1, Fernando was 2nd, and Lance Stroll, same team, was 6th. For Free Practice 2, Fernando Alonso was 1, which Aston Martin is not a top of the chart kind of team until this year, possibly. And Lance Stroll is 6th. So whatever that is, 2nd and 6th and 1st and 6th. So we're pretty excited. I guess there's a lot of talk that maybe Fernando will get the pole or close to the pole or things like that. So it'll be cool if that happens. He is.
Okay, Lando, the issue in turn 10 was rear locking. So the suggestion is to do 4 turn 10 plus 1 on the bow as well as the toggle.
So it's 50 minutes and 42 seconds. Morning. Hey, Sifa. How are you? Thanks for being here. I'm sure you probably got my 7,000 texts and tweets and signals and discords but you know, anyway, I had some. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I got in trouble yesterday, and I'm still awaiting the final word from the mega big brother, the main
So we see from the other
person.
the tail,
So I'm
6,
still
7,
waiting. But anyway,
9, 13,
I'm
and possibly headwind.
So as soon as of course, I'm my self-esteem isn't enormous. So usually when I'm reprimanded, I feel like I'm a bad person. So yesterday I was like, I'm not going to stream. I'm giving up. This is no good. So anyway, I'm glad I'm back, but it might be temporary. You know, there might be a 1-week vacation coming up. So who knows? That might happen. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I'm pretty excited about this. I'm pretty excited. Well, there's some more times. Let me get so Sifa, yeah, good to hear you. Good to see you. Let me go off screen. So Norris, Hulkenberg, Magnussen have times. Russell and Hamilton, which they seem to be going out in teams. Hulkenberg and Magnussen with times are Haas, and Russell and Hamilton is Mercedes.
Okay, cool.
And Leclerc and Sainz is Ferrari. So yeah, so far they're all going out in pairs, except of course Norris, who was the first time. So currently Norris is 134.633, which is very slow, but they're just starting. Hulkenberg is plus 1.517 seconds, about 1.5 seconds. And then Magnussen is plus about the same, plus 1.607. So 1.6 seconds. So again, those are all slow, but Hulkenberg and Magnussen is on medium tires. And so there's soft, medium, and hard, just to keep it simple. There's many other tires, but there's roughly soft, medium, hard. Soft is the fastest. Medium's the second fastest generally. The hard is the slowest generally. There's exceptions to everything. But so anyway, this is I'm going to tweet again. So let me get back off screen again. That's probably about to fill up, but I'll just do the 3 drivers right now. So 13. So 4. They got 4. Russell up on top. So I'm going to do 47.20
level question.
We'll try pit 6.
Copy that.
How much? No, we don't want to. No worries. I'll try pit 6.
Pit 6 is good for us.
So now there's 5. Now there's 6. I don't see the number 6. So Hamilton's on top, 133.508. That's still not super fast, but it's getting there. So Hamilton, Leclerc, Russell, Norris, Hulkenberg, Magnussen is 6 with times. Sainz is on the track, Hill about, and then the other 13, nothing on the track yet, I do believe. So 6 is 14. So 13 and 14. So
I think overcooked a bit on the Mac bell for this track temp anyways. I think it's best to go back at least 1 step forward.
Yeah, we'll come back 1 step then. Yeah, come forward 1 step.
Hamlet. I'm mostly excited to see Aston Martin, which will be Fernando Alonso, of course, and then Lance Stroll, which he's not that concerning. But it's always good to see him to be a benchmark against Alonso. So 7, Magnussen and Sainz. $45.14.
Approaching wind phase 1 right now. Wind phase 1. Intensity is a bit lower than before.
$33.508. 133.508. That's Hamilton. Leclerc, 0.066. So he's essentially the same time, almost. I mean, there is a difference. Russ, his teammate, Hamilton's teammate, is off by almost 0.6 seconds. That's a pretty big margin, but it's early. It's early. Bam. Sainz just did second, which is good. One of the practices yesterday, Sainz was 20th out of 20, which is, that's, I'm sure there was clearly problems. I don't know what the problems were, but. So, okay, Hamilton, Sainz, Leclerc, Russell. JoeHart is, so Stroh's coming online. I assume that means 43.22. Okay, so let me go back off screen. Sorry. Hey, I'm back on screen. Usually my streams are kind of small and intimate and stuff, and especially I've probably these early morning ones. So I do apologize. Sometimes I'm off screen. I mean, there's off screen as far as you all are concerned, and then it's off screen for as far as I'm concerned. So as you can tell, I am off screen. I mean, I'm on screen for y'all. I'm this little thing over here, but I can't read this, so I go off screen to read it. So now I am off screen. So now I'm reading that, but I'm on your screen, but I'm off my screen. So if you make a comment or anything, I'm not seeing it. So there's now 8 times. I don't know who's been at it. Stroh has been at it. He's 5th. Ham, Sainz, Lek, Russ. So 12. Whoa. 8 and 12. So I do different things on my tweets. I say how many drivers don't have times, but I count two different ways. I count any car that just doesn't have a final lap time. Whoa, just had a lot of stuff happen. So still 8 with times and 4 others doing stuff. Joe, Bottas, Ocon, and DeVries. DeVries or DeVries is so I'm going to come on, back on stage. So anyway, by the way, thank you for watching me live. I really appreciate comments. When I get comments, feel free. I mean, it's fine to come in and view and watch and listen. And some people call it lurk. I don't like the word lurk, except for 2 people in my life here. Anyway, if you comment or when you comment, if you can also let me know what platform you're listening to me from, it gives me a little sign when your comment comes up, but it's always good to hear where you're watching me from or how and that kind of stuff.
Okay, good job on the gears. Take it easy where you are, and then a bit of waving after turn 10, after turn 30.
So it's a commercial currently on TV, which is, oh, by the way, yeah, it's oh, damn, it's not in my description. FreePractice3 is on ESPN2. So a lot of people have, and I highly encourage people to be watching the event at their own location so that they can see what I'm talking about and understand it a little better. And, you know, whatever, if you have access to that, I like when you do that. So, okay, so let me go off screen. 11 drivers have times and DeVries just got a time. So now 12 have times. So that's 8 drivers without times. Hamilton is still top at 133.508. Sands is still second, 0.015. Leclerc has gotten closer with 0.059. Ocon, he's probably not generally top 4, so that's kind of cool. Bottas, those are probably, so the top 10 drivers have soft tires. Then Hülkenberg and Magnussen have medium, and Verstappen has hard. But the other 17, and I don't know if we have all 20 yet. 18 have,
wind information. It's
around
15
you know,
kph
told us what tires are on, so that means they're about to go on track. So Sargent and Gasly have not done anything. Let me put that. Sarge has just, so it's just gas. $37.47. So 37.47 is the time left. So people are really showing up late to this thing. Saying Lojaoko, bot. Joe is 6th. That's pretty cool. So gas is still not showing a time. We have 12 drivers with times and then 6 others getting close to showing a time. And then 1 has shown their tires, but no attempt for time yet. And then Gasly's just not on the track yet. So, okay, so Hamilton, Sainz, Leclerc, Ocon, Bottas, Zhou,
Let me know if you want to do
Russell,
any traffic test.
Stroll. That's top 8. 133.508.
So let's go to the
Oh,
pit lane
shit.
for start
Just
and the pit
changed.
lane.
Alonso, 36.32. Alonso is on top. That's what we want. And 133.121. Not again, I don't know why it's not 387. Boy, that's a pretty Hamilton was on top. He's now second because Alonso passed him, and the gap is 0.387 seconds. That's a pretty wide gap. Not huge, but pretty significant. So what do we got? Aloham, Sanslek, Ocon, Bot, Piastri. Stroh Show. Okay. Piasso, Stroh, Joe, Ross. So 18. Okay, so let's look at tires. I can't see. Let me see if I can raise this. So 2 mediums. Hulkenberg and Magnussen is still medium, but they've only done 7 and 5 laps. There are 2 on hard for Verstappen and probably Perez. Yeah, Perez. So 2 hards, 2 mediums, and the other 16 are softs. Let me go back on screen. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody?
Alonso's P1 33.1.
You know, this is Formula One's Free Practice 3 at Bahrain International Circuit. This is their opening weekend. There's 23 races that are scheduled for Formula One. If that happens, if they all happen, that will be a record of their longest season. The last 3 or 4 years, they've kept scheduling and inching up one more race, but because of COVID and stuff, everything kept not happening. But I'm pretty sure that last year they did 22 races and that became the record. So anyway, it's complicated. I should probably find out the exact things of what happened since COVID. The last 3 or 4 years, it's been challenging. So let me go back off screen. Gasly is still off. They don't show Gasly on the TV screen, but Gasly has no time. So with 32 minutes and 46 seconds left, Alonso's at top, 133.121, and then Hamilton, Sainz, Leclerc, Verstappen, Ocon, Bottas, Albon, number 8. That's pretty good. Perez, that's lousy. Piastri, Stroh, Zhou, Russell, Tsunoda, Norris, De Vries, Sargent, Hulkenberg, and Magnussen. Now, Hulkenberg and Magnussen, they're Haas, which isn't superb, but they're also on a medium tire, so they should be at the back anyway. So now the hards, that's not true. Verstappen is 5th, even though he's on a hard, which is the slowest tire, and Perez is 9th, even though he's on a hard tire. So they're kicking butt on the slowest tire. Verstappen, of course, always, and he's 5th. And then Perez usually does pretty well, but he's not at the level of Verstappen. Okay, something just happened. Gasly just went to 8th. So now all 20 drivers have times.
So just cool the engine a bit on this in-lap, cool the engine a bit, so we've got headroom for a lay rubber and a start. The only fast car behind you is Hulkenberg, 10 seconds back.
So Lewis Hamilton is 4th. That's pretty good. I want to see them be up top. What I want is competition. I want to see 3 or now Aston Martin possibly. I'd like to see 4 teams be competitive up top instead of Red Bull's domination of recent years. I don't use the word bore, but I get irritated quickly when there's even short-term domination. I don't like dominating. I don't like dynasties. I don't like any of that stuff. I think it borders on bullying or that kind of stuff. I'm more into participation trophies instead of ruthless cutthroat competition. So let's see here. Still 2 hard tires, and let me see if I can bring up the medium. They're being blocked at the bottom. So while I'm pulling that up and I can see it, so 19th is Hulkenberg. He has 136.150, which is plus 3 seconds, about a little more. And 20th Magnussen is 136.240, which is plus 3.1 seconds, and they're both medium. So, and they've done 10 and 8 laps respectively. But when I let it go, it gets blocked. Oh no, now it's up. Now I can't see. Okay. Now it won't go down. There it is. Oh, dearie. 28.56 left.
Okay, we'll try again.
Alonso, Hamilton, Sands. So, anyway, it appears prior to this session, it appeared that Aston Martin, which, like I said earlier, its initials are AM. So a lot of the research I did last night and this morning, I was like, why are they talking about Alec Murdoch? Which I saw way too many AMs in the last few days. But over here, it's Aston Martin. Anyway, there's a lot of talk that Fernando Alonso and Aston Martin could very well get the pole. I'm usually a doubting Thomas, but I'm hopeful. So it'd be cool. Now, prior to right now, Mercedes seemed to be okay. So let me go over it. So let me let me go back off screen. So currently it has Alonso number 1. Best lap. It says minus. I don't know. It has a gap, so he's not really first. It says first, but he's not really first. I don't get it. So it has Alonso 133.121. That's still. He did that 5, 7, 12 minutes ago. Hamilton is plus. The gap is plus 0.374 seconds. 0.3 seconds. Almost 0.4 seconds. So, and then Russell is way down at 14th. So anyway, it appears that Mercedes is doing pretty well today. But anyway, last year's results, which the only thing I can base any decisions on yet, it was Red Bull number 1. Then let me, ouch. Okay, I'm glad I looked. Whoa.
Okay.
Why does
Oscar,
that keep
out
coming
of
out of my
turn
ear?
10, can we do a CSL?
Um,
Purple C7 position 3.
So
That
it's
purple C7 position
Red
3
Bull
will be
number
160
one.
kph,
As you
third
know,
gear.
I write on things and I use highlighters and things like that. You probably can't read that. It's really small. But anyway, so Red Bull was number one, Ferrari number two, Mercedes number three, and Aston Martin was seventh. That's why it's so wild that they're possibly running for a
Checker, let's keep on pace and then we'll
so,
go
okay.
back out on this tight set. Give
With
it a
that
rebound
in mind,
mechanically. You happy with that?
Last year, like I said, was Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes. 1, 2, 3. So practice one, Red Bull first and third, Ferrari 5th and 20th. And then Mercedes was 10th and 11th. Not very good. Aston Martin, the newcomer to being on top, is 2nd, 6th. So Red Bull probably did the best generally, and then Aston Martin probably the second, and then it's hard to tell, but probably Ferrari and then Mercedes. Practice two, Red Bull 2nd and 3rd, Ferrari 4th and 14th, Mercedes 8th and 13th, and then Aston Martin kicking butt 1st and 6th. So those are very strong. But anyway, I would have probably said, I would say Aston Martin and Red Bull are pretty similar on free practice too, and then Ferrari and Mercedes are a good bit down. Similar, for what it's hard to make an average generality, but so I'm hopeful, and I don't think they sandbag. All these teams get accused of sandbagging. That they have a lot more speed than they lead on to, and I'm not a big fan of talking about sandbagging. So I think Hamilton just found more speed. So with 24 minutes, by the way, I will probably end this stream pretty soon after this ends because, I want to get ready for the second one, and I still need to do a bunch of things for NASCAR if I'm going to do it. I don't, I'm awaiting to hear from other entities in my life. So I'm subject to their decisions and stuff, but
if you want to talk more after the box, just go recharge on if you want to.
Yeah, I'm fitting shit tire anyway.
So like I said, it's pretty small and intimate here. Feel free to make comments, and you can also comment on your platform, but I don't know your interface. For Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, and Twitter, I don't really understand your all's interface. So I don't know if it's easy to understand to write a comment on your platform so it comes here at StreamYard or YouTube, or if you actually write a comment to Facebook so it stays over there so I don't see it. So I don't know how that interface works, but I assume you can comment to either or both or whatever. So anyway, let me go off screen. It's a little intimate this morning. I'm sorry if I miss you when you come in or leave and stuff. Feel free to comment and stuff. I'll try to get, So Allo, Hamilton, Sainz, Leclerc, Fer, Ocon, Bottas, all 20 drivers have time, so I can get rid of that. So 133, 121 plus 0.374, Sands 402.
Push and hold, overtake.
You told me boxing while you meant I was about to pick that up.
Apologies.
Reminder to take it easy on braking turn 11. Reminder, take it easy on braking turn 11. All clear at home.
Aloham Salek. Aloham Salek. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. For a split second there, I was more focused. I didn't recall that I was live streaming. So anyway, which is, I think it's good to be natural and, you know, just do me and, you know, those kind of things. So, okay, so I'm going to go off screen again. Still very intimate. Please say hello. Please say hello. Oh, wait. So, I know those numbers aren't accurate and current, but mine says 2 over there, but I think for y'all, it's over there. So it says live 5411 and 2, but I've had it say 0 a lot, and then people are talking to me, and I'm like, wait, how do you talk to me if it says 0? So there's not much changes. I'm gonna try to restrain myself on. I'm back on screen, by the way. Solo. I'm back on. I'm gonna try to restrain myself on tweeting, because I get hyped up and stimming, and you know, I do that stuff. So anyway, the time left. I'm gonna go off screen. Time left is 16 minutes, 32 seconds. Joe is number 2. Woohoo! Go, Joe, go. Joe is Alfa Romeo. Last year, they were 6th. I don't think they're... Some guesses for them is to go to 8th. One guess is they're going to go down 2. So that's really good for him to be second. And Joe is plus 0.059. Boom. Stroll just went to the top. 1552. I'm having a little dilemma here. $132,919. It's getting faster. That's on a soft tire. So top 6 times are soft tires. Aloe is demoted to second. Joe was demoted to third, but which is still very outstanding.
Good improvement. Tidy to 1-2.
261 is Joe. Stro, Al, Joe, Ham, Say, Lek. Lekbot, Sarge.
Reminder to
Sargent
take
is
it easy
8th.
on braking turn.
He is definitely the bottom team and probably the bottom driver. So, and he's American. That's the only American in the. So I'm going to come back on. That was a little extra time. So there was a lot of changes there. So I did do a tweet.
Yeah, that was all wrong.
I don't know what. Let me try welcome.
Massive.
Is that a thing?
Just understeer through that whole stint from.
I don't think that's a thing.
From turn 1 to the final corner.
So let's see here. So so Nightbot, I should probably do welcome. Thank you. Sensitivities. Triggers. And more. So I that's 3 I can think of right now. So, okay, let me go off screen. So with 12 minutes, 25 seconds, Stroh is on top, 132,919. Then Alonso, Joe, Hamilton, Sainz, Leclerc, Bottas, Sargent, Verstappen, Ocon, Albon, Gasly, Perez, Piastri, Russell, Tsunoda, Norris, De Vries, Hulkenberg, Magnussen. So at the top, Stroh is 132.919. Anyway, the top 8 are soft tires. Verstappen went to soft, so now the top 12 are soft tires. Perez is still hard, but I'm sure since Verstappen changed, I assume Perez will be changing soon. And they don't have those tire rules anymore. I don't know how I changed that. So the bottom 2 are still medium, but they've done 15 and 14 laps. So I don't know why they're testing medium so long, but everybody has their own strategy. Uh-oh, Wi-Fi problems. I'm on my laptop and it just went stronger, but I'm on my laptop. I'm not real comfortable with changing my Wi-Fi, but I'll try. Okay, now it's gone. So I think that means it's improved. Sorry about that if it affected your all stuff. I'm going to go off screen. 10 minutes, 9 seconds. So usually they announce when it's less than 10 minutes. So it is going to be 9 minutes, 59 seconds. Just under 10. Hamilton is now on top, then Russell, then Stroll, then Alonso. So those are both Mercedes. 1-2 for Mercedes. So they might be part of this. I hope they are.
Yeah, my rears are so hot already to start with.
The next session in a couple of hours is qualifications. So this is their last practice.
If we've got time, I'm happy to come through. Small flap adjust, break the start, and start the next.
Just say what you'd like.
32555.
Minus 0.7.
Russell, Stroll, Piastri is fourth. Woohoo! I like new names. Alonso back up top. So Alonso's top, but Verstappen is 2. So they both passed Hamilton. This is going to be exciting. Three, 2, 3, 4. 1 minute, 32 seconds, and 0.34.
Currently still P1.
Oh, really? Great.
Oliver Hamras.
And just comparing to Alonso, 7, 9 and 11 are the main losses to Alonso.
5 minutes, 26 seconds.
And Lando, we are boxed this lap. Stopping in front of our garage, you'll have to drive around Oscar, who will be in front of his.
Uh-oh. Perez. 4-4-3.
Tear off this spot. Left rear.
Okay, copy. We'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, let's go tyre 7, recharge off, and downshift test for turn 11. You can run like that through turn 13 or so.
Sands and Leclerc are 14-15. Hi, baby. Hello, little boy. You little cutie. Come here. Hello. Hello. Lec 5th.
Everybody set the lap already on soft now.
Yes, yeah, a lot of them went earlier, so all the times are set. So you're
So where are we?
P12, and Kevin's P11, we're at 33.4, and like P8 is 33.1, so like 3/10 in it. It's 5/10 to P6.
Oliver Perham. Sorry, I was silent, people. Let me go. This is pretty exciting. I'm having pretty exciting stuff here. Hey, I'm here. I don't think I'm supposed to share audio, so I was trying not to talk. That's what I was doing. So I'm back off screen again. So Oliver Perham. Lek Rustro Sands. And I think that's the 1, 2, 3. That's the top 8 drivers are the top 4 teams. Wow, that's nice. I like that. Top 8 drivers. Equal top 4 teams.
So I think this will probably go red on exit. Just keep an eye for it. Okay, we'll come and get you.
Come on, guys. I've missed this twice now.
Sorry, guys. Man, I am just pumped. Sorry, guys. Hello. So it's a checkered flag, but as I always say, once they wave the checkered flag, you can finish the lap you're on. So if you're about to cross the start-finish line, but you haven't crossed it yet, and they wave the checkered flag, as soon as you cross the start-finish line, you're done. If you have passed the start-finish line, and then they wave the checkered flag, you can do an entire lap, which is, 1 minute, 32 seconds. So even though it's checkered, anyway, that's a replay. So I'm trying to do my final tweet. So I want to do it when it's done. I don't want to send it when they're doing those finishing laps. So yeah, top 8 drivers are the top 4 teams. So Alonso's 4th, Stroll is 7th for Aston Martin, Verstappen's 2nd, Perez is 3rd for Red Bull, Hamilton's 4th, Russell's 6th for Mercedes, and Leclerc is 5th and Sainz is 8th for Ferrari. So those are just indicators. That's not, that's why we do the qualifications, so that we don't.
Copy that. Keep opening the gap, please. And this one was close to target.
Dropping, but too much wheel spin.
Confirmed.
Luggy, lug. Uh-oh. I'm not clicking. Hello, hello, hello. Um, 71, 144. So okay, yeah, that's okay, I don't want to hear that stuff. So ESPN2 is now showing fish, but I don't want anything to do with fish. Let me see what it does here. Okay, so let me read it one more time. Just so okay, so we just finished Free Practice 3. It's done. They waved the checkered flag at the end, plus all the cars finished the lap that they were on. What's exciting to me, there's a couple things exciting to me, and I tweeted about it, and I put fire signs against the things I'm mostly excited about. Probably the number one thing I'm excited about is Fernando Alonso's number one, at least for this practice. He was for Free Practice 2 also, and he was second, I think, for Free Practice 1. So he's kicking butt. He's doing great. So that's my number one. The next thing that's super cool is that the top 8 drivers on this practice is also the top 4 drivers. Or, Aston Martin, which is Alonso and Stroll, they're new to the top 4. But obviously Alonso is kicking butt. So they're probably the top 4 teams, at least right now and for this weekend. So top drivers are the top 8 drivers are the top 4 teams, which is really cool. So as I said before, Alonso's first and Stroll is 7th for Aston Martin. Verstappen is 2nd. Perez is 3rd for Red Bull. Hamilton is 4th. Russell is 6th for Mercedes. And Leclerc is 5th. And Sainz is 8th for Ferrari. So that's probably how the teams go right now. Aston Martin on top, close. Red Bull, 2nd, but very close. And then, Mercedes further down. And then I guess Ferrari is 4th of the top 4. So that's the key thing for me. Those particular drives, Allo is 4th. He's the hottest. Perez is 3rd. That's pretty darn good. Hamilton is 4th, and that's hot. And then Stroll is 7th, and that's hot. The ones that don't get the hot for me is Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, and Sainz. They're good. They're top 8, but just not what it could be. So let me go back on screen again. It's small and intimate over there. So anyway, okay. So just to go through the 20 of them, which I can't see the bottom. I guess I'll get down there and then try to scroll up. It's hard to I'm not comfortable with this live timing or leaderboard or whatever it is. But anyway, okay. For Free Practice 3 that is now done, Fernando Alonso is first at 132.340. I'm betting qualifications will be the 130s, probably 130. And I bet, yeah, maybe 129, but 130. Yeah, I wonder why they're not way down. They should be lower. But anyway, Alonso is 132.340. Verstappen second, just 5 thousandths of a second behind. Perez is third, 0.106 seconds behind. Hamilton, 0.215 behind. Leclerc, 0.284 behind. Russell, 0.391 behind. Stroll, 0.579 behind. Sainz, 0.605 behind. That's the top 8. The rest I probably won't say the time. But Piastri, which is darn good to be 9th. Gasly, Ocon, Zhou, 12th. Very good. Norris, Magnussen, and Hulkenberg, 14 and 15th. That's pretty good. Sonoda, I wish he was higher. Bottas, Sargent is 18th. And I think as long as he's not 20th, he's doing okay. Albon, and then De Vries is last. And the De Vries being the slowest is plus 1.742 seconds. So that's a pretty close field for all of them. Anyway, qualies is what they call it. Qualifications is coming up later. It's from 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. The broadcast starts at 9:55, and my stream will probably start at 9:45, which is in 2 hours and 3 minutes. So I'm probably going to get off because I have to ramp up for NASCAR and IndyCar and try to figure out what I'm going to do the rest of the day and see how I'm going to handle streams and stuff like that. So anyway, we'll see. Currently I'm streaming to all 6 streams. I guess I should take that off. Let's see here. Remove from stream, stop screen. So anyway, I try to finish my streams the way I start my streams. But yeah, I'm JoeHart. I'm a person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. I'm an advocate, mostly self-advocacy, but I advocate for other people. I was a therapeutic foster therapeutic foster parent. I was a substitute teacher. So I was really involved with IEPs with kids and stuff. And I know a fair amount about invisible disabilities, mental health, the spectrum, PTSD, those kind of things. Not too much about PTSD, but I know a fair amount about stuff as far as advocating goes. I'm not a walking encyclopedia, but I used to be a walking DSM-4 for sure. But I bought one. I had one at home when I was a foster parent. But I like to research. I like to read, and I need it written. I can't read something and retain it. So I need it to. Anyway, today I am streaming to 6 streams, and Twitter seems to be working okay. It's not my top choice, but it is working okay. My second account there. So anyway, thank you to the 6 streams. Thank you for your comments and watching and viewing, watching me live. I really appreciate it. Watching me record it. Oh my goodness. The replays. Thank you so much. That is so cool. So anyway, thank you to Facebook profile, Facebook page. I have 2. I don't totally understand them. My third is LinkedIn profile, YouTube, no descriptor, just YouTube, and then Twitch, no descriptor, just Twitch. And then Twitter, no descriptor, just Twitter. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sifa, for stopping by. And everybody else, thank you for all the comments and stuff. And I'll talk to you later. Like I said, it'll be just about 2 hours exactly to the minute right now is when I'll be back. So thank you very much. And I'm going to hit end broadcast in 3, 2, 1. And then I got to hit the button twice. So I'll hit end broadcast for the second time in 3, 2, 1.